Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 22nd, 2018. Today we're taking a look at the USDJPY, the US dollar, versus the Japanese yen for today's trade analysis. Looking here at the daily time frame, we're seeing a couple of different trends on this page. The blue trend line, the long-term trend, as we can see here, is clearly up. We have seen since March of this year, March 2018, the market has primarily been in a rising trend. Now there's been a few periods here where the market has pushed lower, and you can see the couple of red trend lines here showing some shorter or midterm downtrends within the overall uptrend, and recently the black trend line at the top showing that pullback as well, coming right down into that same blue long-term trend line. So we've seen it come down a few times, bounce, and make a new high. So the question is, are we in that period where we're bouncing off the blue trend line and going to see it rise and make a new high again here for the US yen? Let's go ahead and zoom it in a couple of times here on the daily time frame, and again you can get a better idea how it bounced off the blue trend line, got back above the purple shaded area, 112.1025 for the past 3 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of last week, bounced around between the purple zone as support, yellow zone as resistance, 112.55, 112.70. That's important today, as we could see that resistance Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of last week. Today, the market is already now pushing above 112.70, and what was resistance will now become support. I want to highlight that more as we go down to the 4-hour time frame, and let me zoom out one time so you can see this. Go back in time. Don't look at the current market yet, but go back in time to where the green circle is. The green circle shows resistance at the yellow zone prior to the green circle. Then it broke above the green circle, went to the orange zone, dipped, found support again at the yellow zone, and then created that new high as it continued to pressure higher. So the green circle is what we want to focus our attention on today, because that's such a familiar and similar scenario to what we have happening today over here on the right hand side. Again, the yellow zone 112.55, 112.70 was resistance, like it was prior to the green circle, and now today we are above it. So for the day today, as long as the market stays above this yellow zone, this becomes our support level, and the potential of it rising to the orange shaded area, our confidence in that has increased because we can recognize such a familiar and similar scenario back here at the green circle on the left hand side. And of course, if it breaks the orange shaded area then, and breaking through 113.15 like it did back here, the potential of it rising to the green zone has increased as well. So very interesting here how it's so similar and familiar to what happened. So for the day today, as long as it's above the yellow zone, we're focused on that 112.70.55 as support, becomes potential buy opportunities. Now, to reduce our risk, we want to get a long shot as close as possible to that yellow zone. Our risk and stop loss will be underneath the yellow zone, because once it's above it, we don't want it to get back below it. Again, go back to the left-hand side. Once it got above the yellow zone and stayed above the yellow zone, it never got back underneath it before continuing the uptrend. The risk here in this scenario is that it gets back underneath the yellow shaded area. So again, as long as it's above the yellow zone, we focus on long or buys towards the orange shaded area or higher. The risk is it gets back under the yellow zone and goes back down towards the purple zone or lower, but the risk is simply that it gets back under the yellow zone. So buying above the yellow zone, targeting higher levels for the US yen today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.